Hello dear children, welcome back. Let's begin the last module of this chapter, chapter 10 in history, that is displacing indigenous peoples. Children, in previous module we have learned about the indigenous people and how these people were being affected from the settlers of European countries. Now, to end up this session, we are going to discuss few more topics. These are, dear children, following are the objective of this module. Here in this module, we are going to understand about the meaning of terra nullius. Thereafter, we are going to know about Cherokee tribe and the incident of Trail of Tears. Thereafter, we will end up about the Captain Cook. Terra nulla. This new term is introduced by the European white government in the land of Australian natives. Children, why this term was used? So that these European settler can expand and can capture the landmass of the native Australians. So the meaning of this terra nulla according to them was the land which does not belong to anyone. So this concept was just to expand their areas. Trial of Tear. Children, this incident is again very popular and remarkable in the history of American natives. So let us see by understanding the injustice with Cherokee tribe. So these Cherokee tribes used to stay in Georgia, one of the state of USA. So what happened when this European settler arrived in the native land of America, then these Cherokee tribes were declared as distinct community. This happened when the Chief Justice of America, he decided and passed a justice in year 1832 that this community do not belongs to this land and it is a distinct community. That time, these communities were not being given the equal rights or human rights to enjoy. For that, we can say, even though these people used to speak English and they used to communicate nicely with the European settlers, these people were being distinct away. And after passing this law, they were being forced to move away from their land. Around 15,000 native people of this Cherokee tribe, when they were in the journey walking away from their own land, on the way in their journey, most of the people or 1/4 of the population died. That's why this incident is called as the Trial of Tear. Trial of Tears. Before 1800, the traditional range of Chetco, Chesco, Cherokee, Cree and Seminole include all the present day of southern United States. The Osage lived in what would become the USA designated Indian Territory. As United States population increased, territories were made within India to legitimate federal equitation. Between 1800 to 1830, the Chetco signed 8 separate territories, each forced to give up of their traditional homeland. Under the leadership of President Andrew Jackson, in 1830, Congress passed the Indian Removal Act. In exchange for their traditional homeland, Indian would be given a new claim in an area known as Indian Territory. For Smith and others, established to ease and tension and keep pace between the activities of tribe. Forts were the primary source of good for Indians as promised in their territory with the government. In late September 1880, Chetco signed the treaty Dancing Robert Creek, which became the first removal treaty enacted under the authority of Indian Removal Act. Soon after, the southern tribes were forced to endure the long journey. It would be eventually described as the Trail of Tears. Let us discuss about Captain Cook. Who was he and what was his role? Children, Captain Cook was a British navigator who discovered Australia in year 1717. When he and his crew member entered in the Australian land, they were being welcomed by native Australians very nicely. And the report which was prepared by Captain Cook and his crew member about native Australians were very positive and very enthusiastic. Later on, what happened? One of the native murdered or killed Captain Cook, which changed the complete thought process about the native people by the Britishers, and gradually this bring a great change in the history of Australian natives by the Britishers. James Cook was sent on secret mission to discover the great southern continent. He was a British explorer, navigator and cartographer. He is the reason Australia is as it is now. Cook's first accomplishment was when he played a major role in sinking one French ship and capturing another, in which he was being promoted as boatswain. In 1757, Cook passed his master's examination, which qualified him to navigate and run a ship. During the 7-year war, Cook served in North America as a master of boat called Pembroke. In 1760, Cook used his skill to map the coast of Newfoundland land. This was probably one of the main reasons that James Cook was chosen the map and find the coast of Australia. In 1766, Royal Society asked him to travel to the Pacific Ocean and to observe and record transit of Venus. Cook at the time was 39 years old and had been promoted to lieutenant and commander of expedition. They set sail in England in the year of 1768 and headed westward across the Pacific Ocean, where they arrived at Tethy in 1769. Once Cook had completed the observation, he opened the letter that he was to only opening after the transit of Venus. It told him to search for the rich southern continent, Terra Australia. Cook continued sailing until he reached the coast of New Zealand, where he mapped the entire coastline. Cook kept sailing westward until he found the west coast of Australia in year 1770. 4 days later, James had recorded his first observation of indigenous people of Australia. So that's all about this chapter, dear children. Soon meet you in the next module with new chapter. Till then, stay happy, stay safe.
Now it's time to do some questionnaire. Who were the Cherokees? The Cherokees were the natives of Australia. Cherokees were the original inhabitants of Georgia. The Cherokees were the original inhabitant of the Africa, or none of these. Next question is, who discovered Australia? Christopher Columbus, Marco Polo, Captain Cook, or none of these? Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.